Thank you for joining me for another episode of Moments with Dr. Same I Am. I am your host, Sabrine Mutawali. Before we get started, please make sure that you guys like. Please also make sure that you subscribe below and share this video with someone else. In honor of International Women's Month, I wanted to continue on our series. This series, of course, is for the ladies only. And so during this month, I wanted to talk to women about unmasking themselves, as well as taking some time and being intentional about taking care of themselves. Last week, we talked about making sure that we are rejuvenated, that we are revived in our time and our space, making sure that we are intentional about our time, making sure that we are intentional about the space and who we involved in our space, who we are surrounded by, and how we are prioritizing things in our lives so that our time will be more organized. And so in this week, I wanted to talk about our health, our personal health, as well as our profession, and being intentional in those areas and even reviving those areas, taking some time to ensure that those areas are working efficiently and those areas are effective and those areas are producing and they're not hindering. And so the first one, want to talk about being intentional with our health and making sure that we are revived in our health. And we all know that health encompasses not just our physical being or the absence of illness, but it definitely takes into account our mental well-being. It takes into account our emotional well-being. It takes into account our social well-being. It takes into account our physical well-being. And it also takes into account our spiritual well-being. And so today I wanted to definitely talk to you all about your physical. Please make sure, ladies, that you are getting enough rest. That is so important to women. We need to rest. Again, we're being pulled in so many directions. We are playing so many roles, whether it is that you're a mom, you're a wife, you're a sister, you're a friend, you are a professional woman, you're an entrepreneur, whatever it may be. Again, we're being pulled to and fro. We are being pulled in so many directions, and we want to make sure that we take an opportunity and really recollect ourselves and making sure that we get enough rest. Rest is what rejuvenates us. Even God rested on the seventh day. So we too need to make sure that we are resting and that we're resting adequately so that our bodies can rejuvenate and so that we can be healed and so that we can continue to conquer our days. But no one is perfect or no one is functional when they lack rest, when they lack sleep. So please make sure that you're getting enough rest. Definitely want to make sure that you're being physically active. That is not just about looking looking fabulous and being snatched. I mean, that's great and all, but you want to make sure that you're physically active because it's good for your organs. It is good for your mind, your memory. It is great just overall for your health. Want to make sure that you're eating properly. Some women, I know women who go and all day without eating, and that's not good. That's not healthy for your body. You need to make sure that you are replenishing your body. All the energy that you're giving out at work, all the energy that you're giving out at home needs to be replenished. It needs to be restored, and that comes from food. Making sure that you have the right vitamins in your body. A lot of women have an iron deficiency or a D3 deficiency or whatever deficiency it may be. You need to make sure that you are eating foods that are high in those things. Making sure that you go outside, making sure that you check with your doctor, your physician, making sure that you get your yearly physicals. Okay, ladies, please make sure that you get your yearly physical. That includes even a pap smear. Now, of course, I know I'm getting into a little more details and a little more business, but definitely want to talk to your OBGYN and make sure that you're getting your pap smear so that you'll know that you're in good health, even in your lady area. Okay, just real talk. And so aside from that, also your mental health, your emotional health, and this is one of the biggest things that women, we definitely struggle with because, like I said, we're incubators. We take in everybody's problems, or we try to solve everyone's problems, whether it is that we are introverts or extroverts, whatever it may be, trying to be a perfectionist, trying to make sure everybody's taken care of, and we fail to take care of ourselves. And so it is so important that our mental health and emotional health is in check. I will highly recommend that you seek out counseling if you are finding there are imbalances in your life where your emotions are becoming, the lead in your life, or your emotions are becoming out of control. And some signs of that may be the way you're talking to people, your reaction to certain situations, why you can't shake off this gloomy feeling, and different things like that. Not just your emotions, but also your mental health. It is so important. I don't know why there's such a stigma in communities, or even, unfortunately, in spiritual based communities, that it's a problem for people to seek counseling. It's not. Okay, if God had created those professions and allowed individuals to be schooled and educated in those professions, to become licensed in the professions, why would he not allow that individual to help to minister to you, to help you through your deliverance and through your time, your circumstance, whatever it may be? So check your emotional, your mental health. And the last one, of course, this is actually not the last one. We finished with health. So now we're going to move over into your profession. So again, we're talking about those 5 things. We talked about time last week. We talked about space last week. We just finished talking about health. And now we're about to talk about profession and making sure that profession is rejuvenated. A lot of things I say to my fellow educators, especially in this profession can be very tasking, especially, if you are not just, a teacher, but you're also in school, or you're also, again, a mom, or you're also having to be the mom to your students sometimes. Whatever it may be that, that is occurring within your specific profession, you need to take some mental days. Okay. You need to step back, and you also need to continuously reflect when it comes to that profession. And you need to, reflect on your past, reflect on your present, and reflect on what is to come. And that is making decisions and trying to determine, first off, is this profession still my passion? Okay. I've seen individuals who remained in a profession for a paycheck and were very, very much so miserable. And so, ladies, I challenge you to continuously reflect, to determine if this is still your passion. If it is not, then what is? Continue to seek the Lord's face, ask in prayer, and then definitely put yourself out there. Have opportunities to volunteer and do all these different things. But again, let me come back. We're talking about rejuvenating. And making sure that we're detoxing even in our profession. Those negative coworkers, detoxing, that means you may have to stay away from them. Keep it on a professional level. If it becomes a part where you feel that, your job is being hindered or affected because of that relationship or because of that person's negativity, then definitely take it to your superior. Even in the profession, making sure that you are continuously learning, that you're not taking home what it is that you did that day at work. And I always do my best to separate work and separate home. Try your best, ladies. Again, we being incubators, we like to take it all in. Try your best not to bring work home. Okay? Leave it there. All right. Remind yourself, rewind your mind, and, just clear it out of your mind, clean it out, detox your mind when you get in the house, because that, again, should be your place of peace and sanctuary. And then tackle the next day's task when you get to work on tomorrow. Rome was not built in one day. So what makes you think that you can solve all the problems of the world or at your job in one day? So it will be there when you get back on tomorrow. I read a quote. Actually, one of my colleagues sent me a quote, and she said, "Do not get so stressed out over a job. The advertisement for your position will be posted before your obituary is." So that's just, just a little tidbit for you. So again, don't let no job stress you out to the point where you are physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally ill. You're sick to the point where you don't even want to go to work because it's so tasking on you. Again, that job, the posting for your job is going to be posted before your obituary is even posted. All right. So I hope these tips and this conversation helped you guys. I look forward to seeing you all next week. Thank you again. And I love you and have a great week, go ahead and command your week. It is Monday, y'all. Enjoy your week.